Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and today we're doing another Sudsy recap, and today we're going to be talking all about the Ladies of London. Okay, so on Ladies of London, it's very interesting because Marissa is slowly kind of coming back into the fold. So we're slowly seeing Marissa get reintegrated back into the group because these past few episodes it's just been one heartbreak after another with, the drama with her baby. So she gets pregnant and then she has to have the baby early and get a hysterectomy at the same time. Right? So, regardless of how you feel about hysterectomies, that's a lot of trauma for one vagina to take, right? So, gotta belch. So you know, so she has kind of been on her own. She hasn't been with the group for that long. So she's kind of slowly coming back into the group. This week she had a little fiesta, a little shindig, and it was watermelon based. And I think Jules made a joke about Beyonce, how she likes watermelon, and I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that Beyonce's black. It has to do with the fact that in Beyonce's song, "Drunk in Love," she sings "Watermelon, watermelon." You know what I'm saying? She's talking about, and I won't even get into what that means because that's a little bit nasty. But just saying. Anyways, so it's nice to see her try to interact with the ladies. Although, what I found interesting is that all of a sudden, who comes for her but Caroline Stanbury? And Caroline is just coming after everybody. I mean, she's already gone after Sophie. She's gone after Adela. We'll get into Adela in a second. But she's gone after Jules. So it's very interesting that now she's going after Marissa. But, she said that Marissa is the one who is spreading these rumors about gift library. And the reason why that she's moving to Dubai is because she's got all these legal issues that she needs to escape the country from. And she was talking with her makeup artist, Luke, and Caroline was like, look, if I was going to, first of all, you can't escape legal problems. I could be living on a mountain in Timbuktu and they would still find me. So that's ridiculous, first of all. Second of all, if I was going to be escaping legal problems, do you think I would be moving to the bloody Middle East? Really? So Luke's like, I wouldn't. But you know what? And here's the thing. I give Luke a lot of credit because he flat out asked her. He was like, you got legal problems? What's the deal? And that's good. I mean, that shows that they have a good enough friendship. And she didn't attack him. I don't know. It's a little strange. Anyways. So Adela is, what I find interesting about Adela is that she's not an actual lady of London. Like, she's not on the opening credits. She should be, though. She's fucking fierce. And Marissa was going off on Adela, not going off about Adela, saying Adela's so wonderful, she's marvelous, fabulous, she doesn't drink, But what's interesting is that, she's also got like this, I don't want to say sordid past, but she has a past. For sure. And she's like, I was addicted to drugs for many years. I'm going through an awful divorce. She's like, I was talking to my lawyers and the lawyers said that you're not going to ever get your children back. Her kids are 13 and 15 though. They're old enough to say, I want to live with my mommy. And they haven't said that. So, she's upset about that. And she apologized to Caroline for taking it out on her at Mapperton, because that was the day that she found out from her lawyers that, she can't get her kids back. And what I will give Caroline credit for is Caroline did not capitulate and be like, okay, yes, that's fine. No, she doubled down and was like, yeah, you're going after me. Stop it. I was like, oh, wow, okay. You get it, girl. What is this? These hairs. Okay. Anyways. So, it's very... that whole situation, I felt so bad for Adela. Like, I mean, I didn't cry or anything, but I'm thinking, how horrible must it have been for her kids to not want to be with her for now, at least. I mean, I can't wait to find out more about her as the season progresses, because it's definitely intrigued me as a viewer. I definitely want to know more. All right. So then there's Caroline Fleming, who is, she might be becoming my new favorite lady of London. She's pretty fierce. I mean, I loved her last season. And I will say this. Last season, the drama with Caroline Fleming was with Marissa. And Marissa was basically, it was just, Marissa was calling Caroline Fleming a cougar. And Caroline Fleming took offense to that. Listen, if I was dating some guy that was even a couple years younger than me and someone would call me a cougar, I'd be like, wow. Like, who cares? Like, big deal, right? But she was offended by it. And she was really offended because of a joke that Marissa made. Oh, lock up your lock up your boys, girls, like, or whatever, right? And she was like, why would I want to do anything with anybody's little boys, right? And that was a joke that totally got lost in translation. And I don't think that she meant to say, this chick's a pedophile. I really don't think that. But that's how Caroline took it, and she was offended. So I understand that. That makes sense, right? So this episode, we got to see a lot about Caroline's life in Denmark, which is great, because we didn't get too much of that last season. We just got a little bit. But this season, we're really focusing on her life in Denmark as a baroness. And we're talking about how she's not related to Frida from ABBA. I was really hoping that she would be. I was like, wait, isn't she like the Princess of Denmark and Frida's the motherfucking queen? But they're not related. So Frida married into that family, but and Caroline is just a baroness, so she's not a princess, so it's not the same. But I was hoping. How fierce would that be if Caroline Fleming was Frida's daughter? I mean, that would be pretty fucking fierce. I'm just saying. Anyways. So we get to see all about Caroline Fleming's life in Denmark. Now, I did not know this, but she hosts a cooking show in Denmark. She's also had numerous cookbooks come out in Denmark. She's got a perfume in Denmark. I mean, in Denmark, that bitch is kind of famous, right? Now, here in America, we have no clue who the hell she is. She's on Ladies of London on Bravo. That's pretty much it, right? But in Denmark, she is the queen bee. So I was kind of shocked. So she was telling us how the papers have all said that she's getting this huge divorce settlement, and that she's getting $400 million. She can live comfortably for the rest of her life. She's like, I don't know where the hell they got any of that information. The reality is that I need to work. I want to work so that my children have something to inherit after I die. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that Caroline Fleming is like, I need to create some sort of legacy for my children to carry on. So I get that she has to do all these, things. And one of the things she also has to do is she rents out a lot of her property on her big estate. And she's like, she broke it down so eloquently. She was like, back in the day, estates made money by agriculture and selling things and all this crap. And she's like, and as we get older and things become a lot more, modern and machinized. I think that's a word. If I totally just made up a word, I apologize. I don't mean to be all Jessica Simpson. I'm sorry. Platypus. But she's like, as we get more modern, we have to kind of change our way of thinking. So we've got to be a little bit more creative. So I just love that. I love it. And I wish I could rent one of the places from her. I would. Just to say, oh my God, I lived on Caroline's estate for a while. I mean, that would blow my mind. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I appreciate you all, each and every one. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton, hashtag Ladies of London to talk Ladies of London. Tomorrow we'll be talking Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.